You are now tuned into Flippin' the Birds, a Philly Sports Network podcast.
What's going on, Eagles fans? Welcome all to episode 77.
Are we only welcoming one person?
One person at a time. That's, we got to do it like that.
Welcome one.
COVID rules on the podcast. We got social.
Are you welcoming one spec? Welcome one.
Yes, Danny. Anyways, welcome to episode 77 of Flippin' the Birds. I'm Brian Cameron. He's Chris Infante. And today, Chris came up with a very, very interesting idea of doing a dual mock draft.
I always come up with interesting ideas. You sound very surprised that I.
A little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was random. It was random.
Yeah, really. Shout out to the Painted Lines people. A few weeks ago, had me on, and we did this. It took a while because we were 4 people. If we were 2 people, it shouldn't take that long. And we went around, and just did a mock draft. We had fans vote on it at the end. I don't think I won because people don't see the bigger picture. They want the bigger names and all that stuff. They want the big names, and that's when we had the 6th pick overall. And I traded back to 20 with the Bears. And
so are you saying that people don't appreciate your artistry?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They want things for the now. I want now. I don't care about next year. But now, in my trade way back when, I got a first round pick for next year. Now we're at 12 with the first round pick for next year. So I kind of,
Yes, we did. I did see Didi Timothy. I'm a Mets fan.
Brian's a Mets fan.
Yeah, let's keep that off.
Listen, we're not Phillies fans.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm a Red Sox fan. So
you know what? Cheers to that, because you know what? I always get freaking smoked on about that. Everybody's like, "Why are you not a 4 for 4?" I'm like, I was born a Mets fan, I was raised a Mets fan.
I'm a Red Sox fan, so and we suck. So
those jerseys are atrocious.
Yeah, those
are disgusting.
Hey, but at least consistency for my favorite teams. The Eagles did the blue and yellow many years ago. The Red Sox are now doing the blue and yellow. See.
Anyways, shout out to all you guys joining us live on YouTube, live on Twitter, wherever you're joining us from. We welcome you guys. So we're going to host a live mock draft. Me and Chris are going to kind of go back and forth on our picks. And it's up to you guys to decide, whose is better. And feel free to chime in at any point on the mock. If you guys feel like there's a better option at that point, go ahead. Put it in the chat. We'll definitely shout you guys out. No problem with that. So ready to get started?
Yeah, so we're gonna go pick by pick, round by round. One of us is gonna share our screens. We're gonna let the picks play out in front of us, and then we're gonna make our pick, and then we're gonna press pause, and then so the next person can go, and we'll see from there. Because as we've seen in the weeks leading up to now, and we probably will see again, the draft is complete crapshoot, and anything could happen. Who saw the Niners trading up to 3 like that early, and who saw the Eagles trading back to 12 that early?
Yeah.
So anything can happen. Right now, we're assuming quarterbacks go 1 through 4. Whether or not that's the Falcons at 4, or not, maybe it's the Broncos, maybe it's the Patriots, maybe it's the Bears that they mortgage their future. And we'll see. I think I'm under the impression that someone from behind the Eagles may try to trade up, which would be great because then that pushes Kyle Pitts a little closer to the Eagles. But we'll see.
And let's specify that we're not gonna manually select the picks that are not of the Eagles. That would be through the Draft Network's computer. Real quick, shout out to Bernardo joining us from Brazil. That's a first. That's pretty cool. Is it Ola in Brazil?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's Ola everywhere, but I know there's different words in Portuguese and all that, but I think it's Ola for all the Hispanics.
Okay, and shout out to A2D Tivo. I hope I said that right.
A2D always tagging me in his posts, so I appreciate it.
it's gotta be, it's gotta be good. Setting high expectations.
Well, first of all, I never disappoint anyway. Just ask my wife. And second of all,
Oh my God.
A2D. I saw that you had COVID, so hopefully you feel better. I had it back in January.
Well wishes to you, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Monica who thinks Chase isn't as dynamic as Waddle. That's a first.
See, Bernardo's right. See, Bernardo's right. I'm right. Hola. See, we got the H. They got no H.
Yeah.
See.
Can you believe somebody told me not to talk Spanish to them because I speak island Spanish apparently? I didn't know that was a thing.
There's island Spanish. There's mainland Spanish. There's Spanglish.
I understand there's different dialects, but it's to say that to somebody that speaks Spanish, it's a little offensive, don't you think?
I speak Spanglish, so it's okay.
Well, shout out to Monica who doesn't think Chase is as dynamic as Waddle. I disagree. Jamar Chase he's a real one in my opinion, but let's agree to disagree. Let's get this moving because I'm curious as to how this is going to go. First. I was going to say, ladies first, of course. Oh, you set yourself up for that one.
No, I know. I wanted you to say it before you. If you want to say that, then a lady beat you down in this contract. I shared the wrong screen. Screen.
That was the wrong picture you showed me.
Oh, almost showed off something naughty. It's this one, right? Yeah, it's that one. No, it's not. Okay, there it goes. Is it here? Yeah. Okay, now.
Ready? Let's see. All right.
There we go. Okay, here we are. So, like I said before, we're going to let this play out. We see we're over here instead of over here. It is what it is at this point. We can be pissing and moaning over spilled milk, but,
we could be
start the draft. Oh! I'm pausing.
Wow. We're not going like this. No.
Okay,
this is a little wild. Did you put
restarting.
Fast?
I'm
Don't
restarting.
Put fast. Put normal speed.
I'm restarting.
Yeah, that was a little wild. The Jets got Trevor Lawrence at 2.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Getting a little too spicy on the podcast today.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna stop sharing. You can go first now.
Okay.
While my thing loads.
All right, so let's see. All right, so should I do this right? Nice. All right, normal speed. Let's go. Start the draft, and here we go.
Oh, there you go. See what happens.
Fast, man. There we go.
Oh
God, 6. All right. So who do we have available at 12? Rashawn Slater. Obviously, I don't think the Eagles need a tackle. Lane Johnson, and then you have Dillard and Mylott on the left side.
Rashawn Slater can play every position though.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a necessary right now. It's not a need in the first round, in my opinion. I need beg to differ. Going down, we have Micah Parsons, who doesn't have the best rap right now, personality-wise, but it would be great to have a linebacker of his caliber. It's just I don't think he fits the culture that Sirianni and them are trying to implement. I'm going to go with my guy, J.C. Horn. I think it's a no-brainer at this point. I would love to go offense, but everybody that I want is off the board. From Waddle, Chase, Pitts, Devontae Smith. So no trade back, no trade forward. I'm going J.C. Horn in the first.
Okay, now pause. Oh,
it's exclusive for premium, so I won't show you guys my screen. But
just stop sharing. Okay,
there we go.
I forgot. You don't get to log into my thing.
No, yeah, there's only one person.
All right, so J.C. Horn in the first round. Let's do this. Okay.
I mean, having a franchise cornerback. We haven't drafted a cornerback that we've extended to contract extension
in a long time.
19 years, right?
In a long time. Long time. Okay, so here we go again. Let's try.
What's going on, Isaac? How you doing, man?
Let's try this again. Jaguars, you're not picking Sewell first overall like you did last time. So let's try this again.
I completely agree, Dion.
Okay. There we go. Oh, Mac Jones at 2. Oh, that's weird.
Really? That's interesting.
Okay. All right. You see here? Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, look at this. So the Patriots want to trade up with me.
Did the phone really ring, or is that
you? That's when it rings. That's when it rings. If you're see, Brian doesn't get these trade offers because he's not premium. I'm premium, so I'm getting trade offers. The Pats want to trade up to our 12th pick, offering a first this year and a 4th next year. I'm going to decline, but just so you know, just so you can see, Eagles at 12 are at 1,200. Patriots at 15 are 10.50, and their fourth round pick next year ranges from 82 to 34. So the
Okay, that's
value
pretty great.
the value isn't even there.
Okay.
We do have a second offer of trading all the way down to
You
Saints
just
28,
automatically decline that because I despise the New Orleans Saints.
and they're offering the first this year, their second this year, and a sixth for 12.
No.
No. All right, so kind of have the same options as you did. Slater, who I think would be a great pick at 12. I do
Really? For the
because
Eagles?
yes, because you're losing Jason Kelsey next year most likely. He's old. We don't know what we have. I mean, we kind of know what we have in Mailata, but there was still some inconsistency there.
Okay.
I'm not really looking at Slater as a tackle because like you said, you have Johnson. You have Mailata. Who knows what you have in Dillard right now? He
Mhm.
become the bookend like we've always been wanting, and his pedigree is shown maybe. And then you have Mailata as the Hawaiian. I mean, sorry, the Australian Big Feet. So as swing tackle. But at guard, you still have Matt Pryor, who's completely terrible. Isaac Samuel's very good. He showed inconsistency last year, and injury bug hit him. Driscoll's a good prospect also.
I love Driscoll, by the way.
You got
I'm all Driscoll.
you got Urbig, who has fat fingers apparently to Sean Bradley.
Have you ever seen the movie Big Hero 6?
Yes,
Doesn't Herbig remind you of Baymax?
kind of. Maybe we'll call him Big Max now. So you know what? You look at the offensive side, defensive side.
Just say it. Say what you want to say. Go ahead. Do it.
And I'll save my reasoning for later. But it is Horn. Horn is an alpha male. You see him on Twitter all the time, just tweeting these cornerback ratings like, okay, you're missing me, you're missing that, which is fine. You have the pedigree there, and his dad and Joe Horn.
He's a dog.
He's an absolute dog. He ran a 4.39 at his pro day. He has
everybody's running 4.3s nowadays, so
yeah, I know everybody. I could go out there and run a 4.3 right now. He has the length for it. He has the hops for it. He does have some limitations in man coverage.
Okay.
He's probably better suited for zone. Which Jonathan Gannon, zone heavy. So he's a real he's a dog, man. He sucks at tackling. He absolutely sucks at tackling.
But
all
these things are teachable.
Which Eagles quarterback doesn't suck at tackling? Like it's like an Eagles way. It's the Eagles way. You can't if you're gonna be a corner on the Eagles, you can't tackle. That's it. So we're gonna do JC1, and I'm gonna pause. Look at that. I'm pausing. Look at that. Slater is going to 13. What's going on?
So real quick before we move to the next pick, so Bernardo had a question. What's the chance that the Eagles trade up? Pretty much. I think there's a high chance, honestly, in my opinion. I think they jump the Cowboys again. It's a fantasy scenario, but
I think we're really looking at Carolina and the Broncos here.
Who both could benefit from the services of Zach Ertz.
Well, Carolina. Oh, I don't know about Broncos because they got Noah Fant. Carolina, I think. Carolina, I think, benefits with Zach Ertz too, and I think a trade could be had with Carolina with Zach Ertz. But Carolina's got Sam Darnold now, and I'm sure they would want to see Sam Darnold with Joe Brady and see how if Joe Brady unlocks Sam Darnold, Adam Gase should never find another job in the NFL ever again.
Did he find a job yet?
I don't think so. Okay. But still, he should be on the NFL blacklist. Like he should. Yeah,
absolutely.
He should never, because Ryan Tannehill found success away from him. If Sam Darnold does the same away from Adam Gase, that's it. Because now you have Sam Darnold with CMC, with Robbie Anderson, with David Moore, with DJ Moore, and if you add Zach Ertz in that mix, Carolina is kind of scary.
So, an off-topic question for you, just really for you. So is Darnold to Gase the same as Carson is to Howie and Doug, or Doug?
No.
Okay.
Because we saw Wentz with Doug, and we saw Wentz throw for 4,000 yards. We saw him throw for 40 touchdowns. We saw him do all this stuff. So we saw him succeed with Doug. We've never seen Darnold succeed with Gase.
Okay, and Dion. So Dion has a question real quick before we move to the second round. If a wide receiver falls to 12, would y'all want a wide receiver over cornerback or linebacker? Hell yes. In my opinion, I'm all offense. I feel like you give Jalen Hurts the guy to go with this season. Chris is giving me a very icky smile right now, so I feel like he's gonna go against the tide on this one. But I'm of the mind that said that if Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle are there, you go for either or. I'm pro Smith more than Waddle just because I feel like Smith might be a little bit more dynamic. Waddle is more speed, but that's me.
So I'm going to kind of tip my hand here for my mock draft. So I'm writing a new mock draft number 69, probably my last one.
Wait, mock draft number 69.
Yes.
Is that a real number? Or you just
I'm pretty sure I've done 69 mock drafts so far, so why not call it mock draft 69? So I'm kind of turning the clock back here in my reasoning and going back way back when to 2002.
Okay.
In that 2001 season, Eagles won 11-5, made it to the NFC Championship game, and they were a good team. They were picking 26 that round. They were
shout out to mock draft number 69.
they were picking 26 that in the 2002 draft that year. Okay. So obviously it's a little different here. You know, you're not as successful as that team, but they had the number 2 defense in the NFL. Okay. So obviously there's like really no comparison team wise, stat wise to that 2001-2002 team. But what the Eagles did that year is they looked at where they were aging and where they needed depth. The wide receivers were James Thrash, Freddie Mitchell, and hold on. Oh my God. I don't think Pinkston was there yet. James Thrash, Freddie Mitchell, and it was Pinkston. All right, so Thrash was 26, Pinkston was 24, Mitchell was 23. Okay. Did they go out and Thrash was the leading receiver that year with 833, and the next closest wide receiver was Pinkston with 500 and something. So the wide receiver production really wasn't there. Okay. But and you only got 3,200 yards from McNabb that year, and you still went 11-5 again, backed on that defense. That defense had Bobby Taylor, had Troy Vincent, had Brian Dawkins. Vincent was 31. Bobby Taylor was 29, going on 30.
Dawkins was ageless.
Dawkins was.
Don't you mention his age, okay?
Dawkins was entering his 28, but that was really his prime. So what the Eagles did in that draft was they strengthened the strength, but at the same time they also got younger. So what did they do in those first three picks? They went Lito Shepherd at 26. They went Michael Lewis at 58, and they went Sheldon Brown at 59. They went 3 consecutive picks of defense to allow their wide receivers time to develop.
But let me stop you right there. That's when the front office had logic.
I know. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to think of back there. So we have a core of Jalen Reagor, John Hightower, Quez Watkins, Travis Fulgham, even throwing J-Jaw there and throw in Greg Ward. We have receivers there who could stand the benefit of a new coaching scheme. I know we did get Westbrook there. I'm getting
By the way, number 36 should be retired. Just want to say that again.
I'm getting there. So really that draft, they waited till really later rounds to address the offensive side for depth. That's fine. Westbrook was drafted as a depth piece who ended up being more, and that's fine. But they went focused on defense heavy in the early rounds to strengthen that strength and get younger.
Okay.
So that's kind of tipping my hand later on. But right now we're in a division where ready for this.
I already know where you're going with this one.
Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Kenny Galladay, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel. That's just 8 of them. So for me to say, yeah, we need wide receivers, right? First round, maybe even second.
Okay.
Right now it's Darius Slay and who?
Avonte Maddox. Is anybody else disappointed in Avonte Maddox as I am? I feel like he was so overhyped that first year that he's just completely fallen off the map.
I'm pretty sure our daughters are taller than him.
I'm pretty sure my daughter could play better than him.
Probably.
All right.
But I am looking forward to maybe Maddox playing a little more safety because when he played safety his rookie year,
he was good.
He was dominant.
He was good at safety. But he hasn't been the same since that Sendejo hit.
Yes, Sendejo. Yeah. Okay, let's get back.
All right. So round 2. I'll show my screen now. Let's see what we got going on. All right. So pick 37, no trade. Me and Chris resulted to no trades in this mock draft because I do not have the premium version. I I leech off of Chris's. All right, so we have Christian Barmore, Jermaine Davis, who's gotten high regard as in comparison to Darius Leonard. Nick Bolton, who I'm a very big fan of. I feel like Nick Bolton might be the best linebacker in this draft. But we did go cornerback in the first. Now you do bring up a very good point.
Surprised Barmore is
Who's up
available.
there? You have a very good point that focusing on possibly the opposite side of the ball and letting these young guys ball out next season might be a bit more ideal than going, so heavy on offense. So, what I'm gonna do for the first time in Flipping the Birds history is I'm gonna buy into what you're saying. Okay.
Wow.
I'm actually going to buy into what you're saying.
Are you drinking too much?
Listen, I came home and I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I had my beer right now, so I might be it feels like I'm drinking a little bit, but I'm not. But I'm going to go defense on this one, and I'm going to go with Bolton, just because I feel like Nick Bolton is that Mike linebacker that we need. He'll bring the ruggedness, he'll bring the tough, the tough demeanor that we need back at linebacker. So I'm going Bolton. Even though Tony's available, even though Elijah Moore's available, I love Elijah Moore. Creed Humphrey's there as well for center. I'm going Bolton. Yeah, I'm going defense. I'm sticking with it.
Okay. Stop sharing.
Stop sharing.
All right. So share.
Got you. So just for those who are listening to the replay or listening at home the day after, we are doing a live mock draft right now on our Twitter and our YouTube. So we're going to keep you guys as informed as possible. So far, I've picked J.C. Horn and Nick Bolton. Chris has agreed in picking J.C. Horn, and now we're round 2. Chris, it is your pick.
All right, so I'm gonna resume the draft. Obviously, I could have paused it because I pay for the premium.
Yes, you do.
We paused at Rashawn Slater. We're going to Chargers, which is really good for them. And Penny Sewell actually came out and said it would be a dream to go to the Chargers because he was the blindside blocker for Justin Herbert at Oregon. Mm-hmm. So that would be good. All right, resume the draft. Let's see what happens in front.
By the way, I love Creed Humphrey and I love Landon Dickerson, but I feel like we need a linebacker. We just need somebody in the center of the defense. So, angry Eagles fan, I'm sorry they get to stay angry right now.
And this is fine. People are going to get angry at us. Okay. Packers get Farley if he's healthy. All right, so the Jets want us to trade up with them by sending our 37 and a 6th round pick and next year's 7th round pick. That's not a bad trade. But
all right, so for the only this once, trade up, do it. I'm
not going to do it.
Oh, you're not going to do it? Okay.
I don't need to.
All right.
Okay, so here we go. So we got Tryon left. Your boy Nick Bolton went to the Falcons.
Oh, wow, okay.
My RB2, Javonte Williams, went out to the Jets. Terrace Marshall, who the Eagles have been contacted a lot lately, apparently, is going to the Jaguars. Chiefs get a really good linebacker in Jermaine Davis. Eric Stokes goes to the Bills. That's a really good fit for him. This is really good. Newsom Jr., Newsom II. What another favorite cornerback of mine goes to the Colts.
Rashad Bateman to 20.
Goes to the Bears. That's a popular area for him. I think him and Allen Robinson would find a really good duel. Karamoa. So Washington.
Did you see the article where the Falcons are actually tipping their hands saying that they want the Karamoa? Is it the other guy? Go back to Karamoa. Let me see the last name again. Oh no, they want Away. Jason Away from Penn State.
Jason Away. Who does?
The Falcons apparently.
Oh. No, well, maybe they do. All right, so people are going to get really angry at me for this. So Zavin Collins is there, Kadarius Toney is there, Eichenberg, Radnitz. Fine. I'm going to change it to player rankings, actually. So Baron Browning he's been going later in these mock drafts, and Draft Network really likes him.
Okay.
McGrowan I really like as a Mike. People want Dickerson and all that stuff, but hear me out. I have failed to Melifonwu, cornerback from Syracuse.
Okay, why?
Really long, 6'2", arms for days. He's an outside-only corner. And my thing is, he's probably going to play on sub-packages here and there. That's fine. Darius Slay's 31. He's 30.
No, he's 30.
Next year, he's going to be 31. And the Eagles could probably cut him after next year. We don't want that. We love Darius Slay. We don't want that at all. But we know the Eagles, and they like to cut players for no reason. That's why I'm saying going back to Iran, I think you joined a little late. Going back to the 2002 draft, where the Eagles looked at where they were getting older and where they needed depth. Bobby Taylor was getting older. Troy Vincent was getting older. Brian Dawkins was getting older, but he's still in his prime. But they still went Lito Shepherd, Michael Lewis, and Sheldon Brown. Set them up for years to come with that secondary. Because of those picks, the entire decade of 2000s, that was a great secondary year. It also helped that we had Jimmy Johnson as our defensive coordinator, and it also helped that we had Brian Dawkins. But that they held down. You let the offensive pieces develop. And Joker, please click Jokers. No, at the bottom.
Oh, sorry, Joker Benfica.
No. PFF mock.
Are you telling me no? You telling him no?
telling him no. PFF mock draft. The way their system is really good. Their system is really good, but their rankings are super all over the place. It's terrible. So put me back.
Oh, I thought you were done talking about
Jesus Christ. So I figured to Melifonwu. He's great for zone. Jonathan Gannon, starting outside quarterback. If Slay goes down again, you're not putting in Vontae Maddox on that side at 5'9".
So your theory is to cover enough depth at cornerback where you're not losing the impact that Slay has.
In case Slay has to go down, and I feel too has the length to play safety as well if needed. I know we have pretty good safety depth now with Anthony Harris coming in. You have Kayvon Wallace. Rodney McLeod should be coming back this year at some point. You have Graylin Arnold. You have Anthony Adams from the Bucs that just came in.
By the way, don't sleep on Graylin Arnold this season. At all.
So I really like Ifeatu too. I think he's going to go way earlier than people think. People are thinking third round. I think he's going to go in the high second round. So that's why I'm going to grab him here and cornerback back to back.
All right. So real quick before we move to the third round, shout out to Ryan Buchanan for joining us right now. He said, will the new coaching staff have a significant impact on the drafting strategy? Why or why not? I personally think they won't have a huge influence, more just because this coaching staff kind of values their ability to maximize off the abilities of players more than they need somebody to fit their scheme. They're more like, hey, bring the talents here. Let's see what you do good, and let's work it. Let's work our scheme around you, pretty much. I don't know if you agree with that.
Well, I think the Eagles are going to benefit from now. A lot of kind of scouts on their coaching staff now and their front office. There's going to be a lot of scouts in that coaching staff now. So you would think Howie's like, hey guys, I know you're coaches, but you're also scouts too. What do you think of this guy? Mm-hmm. Hopefully Jonathan Gannon is like holding Howie by the neck, like give me this corner, because Gannon has coached some really good secondaries. It is time. Just look at the Vikings. Outside of that 2017 NFC Championship game, he's coached some really good secondaries. But I know, and Harris, and you got Anthony Harris from that defense coming over. Mm-hmm. And there are reports that the Eagles are going to sign a corner soon, but that soon was reported like 2 weeks ago. So you got I think they were looking at who was it? Because TJ Carey, TJ Carey. There's someone else there's some names out there that are decent. But I just think if they go away from that and maybe sign a linebacker, maybe Eric Wilson's still out there from the Vikings who played with Jonathan Gannon.
Walker's still out there too, or you guys?
I think he re-signed with the Colts. Okay. I just think instead of band-aids like this team has done over the years at cornerback, I just think they need to draft and develop and just see how it goes and see if these cornerbacks can break the curse of the 2010s, 2020 cornerback drafts. I just think it's time.
I agree. So shout out to Ron. He's saying that he wants a young safety, and I feel like the Eagles are full of nothing but young safeties.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more room.
They have Kayvon, they have Graylin, they have Harris is still kind of young. He hasn't hit 30 yet. But yeah. And then
Mofongo? I want some Mofongo. I'll definitely take some Mofongo.
Angry Eagles fan. I
forgot about Steve Carson.
Yeah, he's still out there. Weirdly, I mean, there's a lot of good corners still in the market, which is a little odd.
Yeah, but these guys drafting at 21, 22. I think it's just time to let them develop into their prime. And like I said earlier, look at the the wide receivers we are facing in our division alone. No, so
it's time to build on the defense. So now we're in the third round, pick 70. So far I've gone defense in both rounds. J.C. Horn, Nick Bolton, Richie Grant is right there as safety. I know Ron K said that we need a young safety, which I get, but at the same time, we have a lot more needs. Our boy,
I think if we didn't draft, I mean, if we didn't sign Anthony Harris, safety would be a much bigger need.
it'll be a bigger need. But now we have Ryan Grant available. We have Amon-Ra St. Brown. We have Tylan Wallace. We have our boy Quinn Myers right there as well. So, what did we not learn about? I mean, what should have we learned about last season? The Eagles need help on offensive line. I mean, a lot of the guys that they brought in weren't that great. But at the same time, the Eagles need a playmaker. So I'm a little stuck right now. I'm not going to lie. And my computer's acting up because I can't scroll. There we go. We do need somebody to back up Miles Sanders. Michael Carter might be a nice fit. I really don't know where to go with this pick. I'm not going to lie. If we draft Richie Grant, that kind of takes away time from Kayvon. And, flipping the birds, we love Kayvon Wallace. And we love Grayland Arnold. So I'm going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Sorry, I'm going.
Are you getting a phone call? Wow.
I'm going forward. So because shut up.
I'm going with Amon-Ra St. Brown to kind of help the Eagles fill in the gap a little bit at the wide receiver. I truly believe that that Philly may be decent at wide receiver with Jalen Hurts at the helm, just because I think a full season of having Travis Fulgham, a full season of actually seeing Quez Watkins, a full season of actually possibly seeing John Hightower, we could benefit off their abilities. I mean, this is a different coaching staff, and then Rager is bound to break out at some point. So I'll go with Amon-Ra St. Brown just to kind of fill in the hole, just to sprinkle a little fairy dust on it.
Yeah, I mean, Sirianni doesn't like his banana routes, so I think these wide receivers can benefit from the route. Listen, Sirianni, whatever you want to clown him for, I think he's the man. I think he's so passionate. I think it's very welcome here. But I think what he did with these Colts receivers, even in San Diego, Keenan Allen developed into one of the best route running wide receivers in the league, with who as his offensive coordinator. And QB coach was over there too, but he's still working on the routes with wide receivers. His wide receiver coach, Nick Sirianni. And look at T.Y. Hilton's development on the Colts. Michael Pittman has become a name. Become a name for the Colts because of Sirianni's work. He is going to get these routes right. So I think these wide receivers will get a real good lesson from Sirianni. If they don't, you got next year, And if the Eagles suck this year and they have a pick for next year, you got Justin Ross next year. Yeah.
Question. So real quick before you jump into your pick, Bernardo from Brazil wants to know if DT is a need for the future. How do you feel about that? Because
I think
Liam just came out with that Fletcher Cox article.
Huh?
Liam just came out with that Fletcher Cox article.
I didn't read it.
Oh. I guess I'll be looking for new co-hosts, guys.
Speaking of Liam, it's still 9:00 here in the States, and I know it's tomorrow now over there in the future in England.
In the future.
But happy birthday to Liam!
Yes. Happy birthday to the GOAT.
Everybody, it was Liam's birthday today, and over there where he lives, it was yesterday. But he's 26 years young now, and
you think he's gonna sprout a beard?
I think he might get a little down here.
Oh, a little chinny chin here.
He might have to use Manscaped now.
Ooh.
Manscaped.com. For those of you who are hitting puberty at a late age, make sure you go to Manscaped.com. Use promo code FTB at checkout. You get 20% off. Use the Lawnmower 3.0. 3.0. It's super smooth. It's so nice. It cuts right. It cuts nice. And it's not daunting. Like it's not terrifying. So those of you who are shaving for the first time, maybe like Liam is. So you know what? Go to Manscaped.com. Shave those balls for the first time, Liam, and happy birthday.
Yeah, so shout out to the GOAT. Happy birthday to the GOAT. How are we feeling now? Yeah, you're at pick 70.
Okay, so I'm thinking on draft day, first day of the draft, Ertz gets traded. So I don't think Ertz is going to be here after the draft. I
Okay.
think he's going to be traded. Obviously, that will add a pick this year, most likely. So we don't know about that pick, but I am assuming Ertz is going to be gone before this pick. Maybe even after this pick, and the Eagles will know that he's on his way out anyway. Through a lot of draft circles, and you may not see it because you don't look that hard. But and I'm not just talking to you, or I'm talking to everybody else. But Brevin Jordan from Miami is widely considered as the second best tight end in the draft, behind the guy with tight end in front of his name, even though he's not a really tight end. I know Freiermuth from Penn State gets a lot of love, but Brevin Jordan, man, he is a yard after catch monster, and we don't see that too often from our Eagles tight ends. And he is someone that I think can really help out in this offense. Nick Sirianni is apparently loving 12 personnel. So I think with someone like Brevin Jordan, who is a receiving threat, who could be the F tight end, but can come back into the line and block. He's a really good blocker. There are so many videos of him taking on SEC, ACC edges and defensive tackles, and he's bodying them. So he's a really good option. I'm going. Our first receiving offensive threat is a tight end, Brevin Jordan.
Interesting. That kind of threw me off. I didn't think you would go tight end so early. Don't grin like that. I don't like when you grin like that. Just don't do it. I'd appreciate it if you didn't grin like that. It's like it's a little disrespectful to my brand.
Whatever.
All right. All right, cool. So still in the third round. Now we're at the Colts pick 84, the legendary Carson Wentz pick. Cover wide receiver, cover cornerback, cover linebacker. Still, some good wide receivers on board, some good running backs on board. You still have Michael Carter. You have Kenneth Gainwell, Trey Sermon's here. I feel like now it's gonna get a little tougher. I'm not gonna lie. Do we go quarterback? Do we go Kyle Trask? Just for the
Kyle Trask, why not? Go for it.
He's definitely not gonna be there at this pick. I'm not gonna lie. This is interesting. So I'm going to throw a curveball. So if whoever's watching right now at pick 84, first person to state why and who I should pick right now. Are you seriously getting a call right now?
I'm pushing it through. I'm just letting my draft keep going. They want to.
So Angry Eagles fan said running back. He didn't say who, but he said running back. This is enough. I really love Kenneth Gainwell just because I feel like he's that kind of, Grizzly style running back. But you have Trey Sermon here, who can be an RB1 for any NFL team. This is interesting. People are saying go pass rush. This is very interesting. So we have Payne Turner available. I don't like the pressure of this pick. I'm going to go with Gainwell.
Okay.
Just because he's Boston Scott, but to me 3 times better.
Okay.
I was definitely going to actually just hit trade, and they're going to tell me that I don't have the premium version.
See. All right, my turn. Stop sharing your screen.
You're looking too forward to this. I don't like it.
Okay, my turn. All right, so we're at 84, the Carson Wentz pick. Some of my favorite players have gone so far. I like Davion Nixon. I really like Troy Williams, but I wouldn't go 3 cornerbacks. Don't worry. I really like Chaz Surratt. I like Josh Myers too. But Boogie Basham at 78. I really like him, but he goes high.
Wait, have you done linebacker yet?
Shh.
Oh,
I like Ronnie Perkins a lot at Oklahoma. I really like him a lot. But he's not there, and I can't do anything about it. So before people were saying Amari Rogers and then tight end. Okay.
wait, how did you get Amari Rogers at 84? He wasn't on my list. What the hell?
Well, your draft is different than my draft.
And just to clarify, A to D, I'm not saying he is Boston Scott. I'm just saying he has the same abilities as Boston Scott, but it's just magnified to a certain extent. I mean, he's a great in between tackle runner. He's also a great pass catching runner, in my opinion.
Yeah. So okay. So we got Tylen Wallace, who I really like too. Dwayne Eskridge is a really sneaky pick. Hey, he's also ranked 69.
I feel like you can't.
I feel like I should pick him there. Dwayne Eskridge. He's ranked 69.
No, you can't avoid Amari Rogers in this pick. I'm jealous that you have him because I was actually looking for him in my pick.
That's interesting. So Amari Rogers is there. However, when we look at this defense again, and we look at
time out. Before you look at the defense, how many defensive players have you drafted so far?
2. I've only done 3 picks.
So who's the third pick?
Brevin Jordan just now.
Okay.
I went cornerback, tight end.
Oh yeah, he did. Okay.
Stupid.
Just trying to make sure you're still here.
Okay, so we're looking at our defense, and we look at our edge rushers, and we see that Brandon Graham's getting up there in age. We see that Joshua and Derek Barnett are good when health allows them to be good. And we see that behind those 3, we have Joe Ostman and Matt Leo. Joe Ostman, I have been praying to God every day for him to be good and for him to make the team. Joe Ostman has been my player. I'm like, listen, I need you to be good. But he's not there. And angry Eagles fans. Hey, Chaz was picked by the Giants in my pick, so he's not there.
Imagine getting a player that's both positions at the same time of need.
There you go. See, quarterback factory. See, so last week we had Sean Bradley on. No, we had 2 weeks ago. We had Sean Bradley on.
Quinn Miners on it.
2 weeks ago we had Sean Bradley on. Who did he say the best edge rusher in this draft was? Quincy Roche out of Miami. Now, Quincy Roche's measurables and playing style fit him best for a 3-4. He went to Temple first, and then he went to Miami. So, for those of you that are not subscribed to those of you that are not subscribed to Draft Network Premium, this is what you get. Premium, you get super detailed stuff from the Draft Network. So he's best at, this is from Joe Marino, who's a Bills fan. Ideal role is a rush linebacker in a 3-4 instead of a real hand in your dirt edge rusher. But listen, dude, he is fluid. He can run a 3-cone like no one can run a 3-cone. He's violent with his hands. We need good run defending edge rushers because we don't have that. We have edge rushers. I mean, maybe the wide 9 will be that now that it's gone will be a little better for defending the run. But that wide 9 last year in our edge rushers getting to quarterback great, but then you leave a gaping hole up the middle for these running backs to go through. And I think Quincy Roche, even though his best fit probably is a 3-4, if he puts on weight, as you see here, he's a little lean for a 4-3 defensive end, but if he puts on some weight, and he could be a real force. And look at this comparison, Shaq Barrett, and what is he doing right now?
That's pretty lethal.
Some good stuff. So, so we look at Quincy Roche, and I think we need to really get younger there and get better at that position. And he's my pick.
Okay, I respect it. So let's see. Let's take off your screen, my friend. All right, guys. So before I put my screen on, we're in round 4. There's been one name in this chat that's been continuously written about. I'm very curious as to who's been writing the name because I can't find it now. All of a sudden, nope, it's the wrong name. All right, so
I'm sorry. I keep getting phone calls.
Can you please like silence your phone? Like silence it. Come on. Put on vibrate, please.
I'm a busy man.
Whatever. Anyways, round 4. Pick 1, 2, 3. It's like saying that. You need to liven up a little bit, okay? I don't know if anybody's ever told you that. But you gotta take it easy, okay?
Never.
All right. Pick 123. Gone cornerback. Gone linebacker. Wide receiver. So who do we have available? We have some edge rushers. We have a running back. But we have a player that I'm very fond of and I've been very fond of for a very long time that I would love to take in this round, even though I doubt that this person will last as long. But there's no doubt about it. I'm going Dylan Moses just because I've loved Dylan Moses for forever. He's a good linebacker. Yes, he's had a little injury stuff, but I truly believe like Moses could be effective in at the pro level without a doubt.
If he's healthy, he's an impact linebacker.
I'm going
last year with an ACL. People were, before he declared to go, before he went back, people were saying as a redshirt year, draft him in the first round or early second for a redshirt year, bring him back. But I think he's going to be a good player in the NFL. I think he's going to be better than people give him credit for. But if he is healthy.
The chat is entertaining tonight. Dylan Moses, he didn't play QB before. Hard pass. Yeah, I don't have a pass rusher yet. I'm not big on getting pass rusher early on because I feel like you get somebody later on.
That's what you think.
That's what I think. And I went double linebacker on your ass.
Yeah, so that's how you know yours is really not gonna happen. So just to review, I've gone corner, tight end, edge rusher. Really not so sexy for people who.
It is not a sexy draft at all.
It's not, but it's an effective draft. Sometimes the most effective things aren't so sexy. Look at me. I'm very effective and I like the sexiness. So,
by the way, real quick, after you saying that, guys, we're live every Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. If you want the jokes, if you want the laughs, you want to have good beer with, a couple of guys, this is the podcast you want to be tuning into. And if you're listening to replay, we greatly appreciate you guys listening to the replay.
Yeah, what he said. All right, so.
Well, I don't draft my grandmother. Listen, bro, that's a sensitive subject. My grandmother passed last year. Both of them.
Yeah, like what? Come on, Ron.
Yeah, that's a little below the belt, Ron. Come on, I thought we were friends.
Come on.
Luckily, I got a nice, sense of humor.
All right, Ron, enough.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so you got I love Jalen Darden. I love him, but he's 5'9", and I'm really not. I don't know if I want players on this team that are shorter than me anymore. What this team needs. This team again. We said this all the wide receivers before, but in those receivers, you didn't have a true X receiver. And for those of you who are not familiar with the term X receiver is a player that lines up on the line, never motions or anything. He's there. And he could beat you with speed, and he can go up and get that ball. Once upon a time, that was Alshon Jeffrey.
Very once upon a time.
Once upon a time, that was Alshon Jeffrey. So our Darden
is Ron. Don't worry about it.
So Ron is So I mean, Darden is 5'7". Yeah, I think they list him a little short. So but he's small and he's speedy. But this team needs a true X. Rager's not X. Fulgham can maybe be an X.
I love Fulgham. Can we just say that one more time?
But I don't think he has the speed necessary to separate against. Because when you're an X receiver, you're most likely going up against the number one corner on the team. And you need to have the speed and the height and the jump ball skills to really go up there and get that ball if needed. And I think there's someone on this list that is not getting the love that he should be getting, because on his pro day, he jumped 46.5 feet up in the air and vertical.
Good Lord.
And he ran a 4.49, which is okay. But he jumped almost 4 feet in the air. The previous record was 45.5 inches, which was by Cameron Wake, who was an edge rusher, which is insane. Cameron Wake in 2006. For a wide receiver, the two records are 45 inches by Chris Chambers. Remember Chris Chambers? Chris Chambers in Miami in 2001, and Chris Conley in 2005. 45-inch verticals. Chris Chambers had a pretty good career. Cameron Wake had a hell of a career. But my guy, Josh Imatorbhebhe, he is 6'2", 215, and he could jump out the gym.
Well, time out real quick. Before you make your pick, I have issues with kids like this. Just for the simple fact that I feel like if you're a wide receiver, you're going to be like, a big-time receiver, you got to have the right name. And I can't pronounce his name.
Why's that his problem? That's your problem.
That is my problem.
Learn how to speak.
Yeah, I can't stand you.
So
Did you look up how to say his name? Don't BS me. I know you did.
I'm a teacher.
No,
do you understand? No. Do you understand how many times? No, I never. I
beat around the bush. Tell me the truth.
I never look. I swear on everything. I never looked up his name.
Yeah, I'm looking up your history. I'm contacting your wife.
That's fine. Oh, you don't want to look up my history. So I'm just, as a teacher, you see all these different names and you learn where syllables are and that's how they're pronounced. Leave me alone. But Josh, he's 6'2", 215, man. He can jump 46.5 inches in the air. This dude, he's not getting the respect that he deserves. He can wear the number 17 if he wants and give it a better name than the previous 17 did. Just kidding. Alshon Jeffrey gave us some good years. But Josh Imatorbhebhe, there you go.
By the way, you know what I stumbled upon the other day? So when in the 2017 season, my daughter was born. She was in the NICU. And there was this one night that I had to drive back home because I had to go to work the next day while my wife stayed with my daughter. The day after, Torrey Smith, Alshon Jeffrey, Nigel Bradham, Joe Walker, there was somebody else, and I forgot the person's name. They all showed up at the hospital, and they all gave my daughter an autograph. It's one big sheet of paper with all the autographs. So it's kind of cool to just tell.
If those goes missing, don't blame me.
Yeah, you're not allowed in my area. Okay,
I'm just saying.
I know about your warrant. Well, you were told by Agree to Disagree that this was actually your best pick.
Thanks.
Wow. Okay.
I'm of the opinion that all my picks are my best picks, but thanks, I appreciate it.
Seth Williams, Angry Eagles fans like to put in there most JC Horn.
Okay, so why do you want that bad blood on the team?
And Ron K says this is super cool. So shout out to Ron for sticking by us. Honestly, shout out to all you guys. We're 52 minutes in. We're about almost there, almost at the end. But one question left before we go on. What are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a sour fruit punch IPA.
Oh, you're in the sours, and I forgot about that.
It's different, but it's good, man. It's good. Okay. It's from Departed Souls. They're located in Jersey City, New Jersey. It's different. It's different, but it's good. You can find different beers like this.
So for those who are not watching live, I'm cracking up because Sean Bradley not too long ago said that Chris looks like Vinny from the Jersey Shore. So CT Living 203 on Twitter says Puerto Rican Vinny, funny dude, good points though.
So anyways, you could find you can find beers like this on Tavour, TAVOUR. Use our promo code FTB10 at checkout. You get $10 off after you spend $25 on beer. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. How am I losing?
Because you said I told you I was going to kick your ass in this. I told you I was going to kick your ass.
I got two linebackers.
That's it. I told you I was going to kick your ass.
More than you've done, okay, buddy?
That's
all right. So let's focus on the matter at hand. So Tavour, TAVOUR, and what's the promo code again?
FTB 10.
And you get $10 off your order.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on because apparently I got to step my game up to agree to disagree. All right. So we're at pick 150. I've been ridiculed for not taking an edge rusher. I've taken one corner if I'm not mistaken. Two linebackers, a wide receiver. Who do we have here for me? By the way, to all you Philly fans, the Mets are winning 2-1 with 2 men on in the top of the seventh.
How's my fantasy team doing? Let me see.
Yeah, they pissed me off last night. That's how my team is doing. Okay, so I'm gonna throw another curveball in there. In the chat right now, what position should we shoot for the Eagles at the 150th pick in the 5th round? First person to answer gets all the recognition. Yes. No, we don't have KC Hill. Don't play with my feelings like that. Why would you do that? We don't have KC Hill. Don't bring up old wounds. So Ron believes I need to go pass rusher. I don't have a pass rusher. I know I don't. So who are we going with, Ron? I'll let you make this pick, buddy. Come on. Give me your best guy. Let's go. And if Chris ridicules it, don't even worry about it. He won't sleep at night. You gotta give me a name, Ron.
Hurry up. I'm trying to go to bed, man.
What do you mean you're trying to go to bed? You better stop your nonsense. You don't want to talk for 5 minutes straight. Oh, Ron backed out of it. Okay. So I'm all alone. All right. We got Dalen Hayes. We have I'm gonna hear Chris's mouth about this one. Adetokunbo Ogundeji, if I said it right. We have Rashad Weaver. We have Chauncey Golston. Those are and then I missed Patrick Jones the second out of Pittsburgh. Now, if you got destroyed by Quinn Myers, Angry Eagles fan, why would you want me to take Jones? All right, so everybody wants to go top of the list. Let's see what draft number has to say. It's a starting defensive end, 4-3 defensive end. Are you yawning while I'm making my pick? That is so disrespectful.
I mean, it's taking you 10 minutes to make your damn pick.
Listen, bro, you gas up your pick before you make the pick. Stop.
I mean, I already know my pick next.
All right, you know what? I'm going Jones, just because the chat has overloaded the Jones hive.
Okay, my turn.
Let me get off my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, you
There
better
we go. Oh, stop the nonsense.
Okay, so we're looking at 5th round here, and around this time, you're looking for. Oh, shut up, Ron.
Thank you. I thought I was the one that noticed. You do spend about 5 minutes talking about your pick before you talk about who your pick is.
It's supposed to be 7 minutes if you don't let me do my damn pick. So 5th round and down, you're looking for players to really develop and for long term, wise. It's very rare that you're going to find a 5th round pick or later that really will help right now. And looking at this offensive line, you have Jason Kelce, who's going to retire probably after this year. And you have guards that are very consistent at best. So you're looking at here, you have someone in a guy like Kendrick Green out of Illinois, who is a former defensive tackle who just played 3 years on the offensive line, just 3 years in college. He converted in college to offensive line. Pretty inconsistent, but he has all the tools. He had all the tools. Ron, kick Ron out of here.
I'm loving this chat today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it.
Yeah, so shut up. So
you're at a minute 30. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Kendrick Green, I think he has the size, he has the length, he has the tenacity. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. He played a lot of time at center and guard too, but he's really just developmental. But he has the tools. He has the tools that Jeff Stoutland would absolutely love in a guy to develop like this. I think he's the guy that could take over for Jason Kelce, and maybe even step in a guard. But I think he's gonna be a real steal for those that pick him and develop him.
Who are you picking?
Kendrick Green. I just did.
Okay. So I went by default according to agree to disagree.
That's fine. Okay.
By the way, the Mets bases loaded, 1 out, 3-1. Velasquez just walked Nimmo. Anyway, so yes, all right. Pick 189. By the way, I have a weird question. I feel like we may have spoken about this, but how did you become a Boston Red Sox fan?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You just like
I really
decided
don't
one
know.
day.
Well, the easy answer is I was born and raised in the Bronx.
Okay.
So I'm a Red Sox fan. So
It's just not the easy answer. You were born and raised in the Bronx. I feel like that's just disrespectful, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. Both sides are Yankees and Mets. Obviously, I didn't want to be at the Mets because Mets suck.
Wow. Okay. We
Back,
escalated it.
back when we
Those
were
are fighting words. Okay.
back when we were growing up, Mets were decent. Subway
Yeah, they
Series
were a lot
World
better back
Series.
then. Yes.
Subway Series World Series.
Well, Mr. $340 million is at the plate right now with bases loaded. So let's see what happens.
Strikeout.
All right. So come on, man. Why you wish that upon me? You know I'm sensitive from yesterday.
You're always sensitive.
I'm always very sensitive, actually. That is a very bad trait of mine. So, anyways, we are at round 6, pick 189. Oh, okay. So I've taken edge rusher so far. I mean, I've taken 2 linebackers. I've taken a cornerback. I've taken one wide receiver, which is very not of my forte, to say the least. And now we are at round 6. And I'm going to make a jump. Because I feel like this player, from what he has actually told Chris and I, is being looked at as possible edge rusher as well. So I'm going with my boy. Oh my God, no, they didn't.
He got picked already.
No, where?
Picked already. Just didn't see. Where is he? He went early.
Yeah, what the
Ooh,
hell?
people really like him, huh?
Hold on, time out.
He went before another pick.
I'm very offended by this.
He is up there.
Wait, he went before Dylan Moses?
No way. Did you spell it correctly?
It's Paddy, right?
Yeah.
Not TTY. There he is. That's my boy.
Are you kidding me?
Patty Fisher out of Northwestern. Not only is he a great personality, but he's also a savage of a linebacker. He's old school, a little bit, a lot of people say his style is a little outdated, but it actually isn't. It's efficient. And he's spoken to Chris's doppelganger, Nick Rallis of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, not Vinny.
Not Vinny. And Rallis has actually told Patty, like, hey, how would you feel coming off the edge? So I'm technically double dipping at the edge without double dipping. I'm going Patty.
Now, you really know that Bryan has fucking lost this draft because he has picked 3 linebackers. I don't care where you put this last linebacker.
No.
He's not going to be a full-time edge rusher.
He won't be, but he'll be able to come
linebacker.
off the edge. He'll be able to come off the edge as needed. I'm not going offensive line, so in this draft so soon, in my opinion. They're kind of loaded at O-line. I don't know if you noticed that. Oh, now I'm getting ripped over.
Good. Tell him.
Except for Dion. He loves Fisher.
Okay, that's fine. I love fishing too.
Damn it, Angry Eagles fan. Old school is right. Patty runs slower than I write an essay. I'm going to tell Patty you said that. Send him to your house. No, Ron. 3 linebackers will not happen. That's what makes Flippin' the Birds so special.
See, if I look like Vinny, I told him he looks like Paulie D. If he puts up his hair, he looks like Paulie D. So me and Patty can be the next Jersey Shore.
Oh, God.
Instead of the Jersey Show, me and Patty would start a show called The Boat Row.
The what?
The Boat Row.
Oh, here's the butt roll. I'm like, what the hell is the butt roll? I'm sorry. I haven't eaten dinner, and it's got to be to me now. There's 10% alcohol from source. Shut up.
A2D is back and forth on the season, and now you lost, see?
Damn. How did you give up me so quickly, A2D?
Yeah, I'll tell you. All right, share my screen.
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
All right, so there's some names here. Emir Smith Marset is a big name for Liam. Liam loves him. He is this year's John Hightower for him. I'm not picking him. Dex Milne, I like him too. I'm not picking him. I absolutely love Chris Evans. Absolutely love him, Mr. Captain America from Michigan. I like him a lot at running back.
Oh, damn. Pop, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Strikeout?
No, Lindor pop fly, but it was a sacrifice fly. Go ahead.
I love Chris Evans. I absolutely love him. Captain America. I really, 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 really like
Have
him.
you been watching Falcon and Winter Soldier?
It's a great show. Absolutely great show.
But does the guy piss you off? The new Cap? I don't want to spoil it for
Oh,
anybody
I
that's not
mean,
watching it. He's aggravating me.
he's aggravating me too, but he's in the comics, so
He's got that punch me face. Like,
only a matter of time before they call him the U.S. soldier. I think it is called U.S. agent. U.S. agent. Sorry.
okay,
Before they say
that
U.S.
explains that.
agent.
Yeah. Okay.
So listen, also like Austin Watkins a lot too, but I just think this wide receiver room set and development. I really do. So I'm
Wait,
going
what?
down.
Damn, Watkins wasn't available when I went to pick. I'm a little pissed.
I'm going down to my next developmental pick. Because last year they tried this with Prince Tega on the practice squad, and then he got poached at the end of the year to the Chiefs and all that stuff. You're looking at again an offensive line where it's getting old and it's also getting bad. We don't know what's going on with Andre Dillard. Mailata, we'll see what a full season does with him, what an actual full off season does as far as development. But I think Josh Ball. Here's the thing with Josh Ball. He's massive. He's 6'8", 350. Absolutely massive. And he's a really good developmental left tackle, someone that I think Jeff Stoutland can lock in and just unleash him. Some issues with him. He got dismissed from FSU, Florida State, in 2018 because a woman accused him of dating harassment.
Oh, wow.
So he obviously has questions to go from there and really talk. And if it comes out that he actually did it, stuff, then he's off the board for me. Same thing with Micah Parsons. Everybody knows Micah Parsons' story. If you don't, look it up. That's why he's off my board. But the dude can move. He's tenacious. He's nasty. I think he could be a great left tackle with the right development. And you pick him with the purpose of stashing him on a practice squad to develop.
Mm-hmm.
So if and when Lane Johnson eventually moves on, either retirement or another team later on, you can move Mailata maybe the right tackle and put Ball at left if Dillard's not there. But I just think you need to build the trenches to win this league. We saw a team get sacked 66 times last year, ravaged with injuries. I just think you need development and you need to hit on diamonds in the rough. And I think Ball is that. So I'm picking Josh Ball.
Okay, that's a good pick. I mean, obviously it depends on the off field stuff, but I can see that. My next pick, guys, I think I'm gonna win A2D back. Okay, just because I'm very proud of this next pick because this is my draft crush. So I need to make sure that A2D is actually present before I make this pick. Let's see. Let's check the chat. I don't know if this was for me or for you. Your next good pick.
That was for me.
That was for you. Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you making that up? You positive?
It happened when I was picking.
Oh, okay, so I'll make sure. All right, so cool. So far I've gone cornerback in first round, linebacker, wide receiver, running back, linebacker, edge, hybrid linebacker / edge. Now I'm going back to my brand. I'm going to go with something that I usually do go with early on. And my guy who has been a big crush of mine in this draft is actually Austin Watkins. And he's available at pick 224 according to Draft Network. Watkins has a huge catch radius. He's a savage. He actually does go up there and get the ball. And I think would be a perfect fit for this offense going forward, especially for Jalen Hurts. So I'm going with Watkins out of UAB.
You can do your next pick.
Receiver. Do my next pick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Back to back.
All right. So let's see. Next pick. Okay. So I haven't gone offensive line. I haven't touched safety either. Sorry. Starting my words now.
Drunk.
No, not drunk. Definitely far from that. Let me see something. I've got one cornerback. So I'm going to go with a little bit of a fan favorite early on. I'm going to go with DJ Daniel out of Georgia just because I do think we need to load up on cornerbacks. I do agree with what Chris said as far as loading up on the defensive side. I saw that little grin. Don't think I'm not looking.
Why are you looking at me all the time?
You're on my screen. I have to look at you. I got to make sure you're presentable for the crowd. Uh-huh. But DJ Daniel was actually my next pick. And so far I've gone with 2 cornerbacks and 3 linebackers. I mean, Patty, I don't consider him a linebacker. He's going to be the next Joe Hoffman if he does get drafted by the Eagles.
No. Anyways, where's me? For me.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, my fault. Let's see. Oh, to convert to Obama, or did I miss something? Oh, nice. 6'1" Mets.
Put on Midwest. Midwest.
Midwest. Where are you?
So he once he gets to here, you're gonna see me reply to this. I know he played press man. I know, but I think he's gonna be pretty limited in the NFL due to some limited footwork and agility that it takes to play press man in the NFL. I think his skill set is better suited for zone, which I think will be unlocked with Jonathan Gannon. If he has to play press man, he obviously has shown that he can play press man. I just think with quicker wide receivers and better route runners, I think he may have some trouble there. But he's physical enough for press man. We know that. Dude's an alpha. He won't let any receiver get in his way. But I think he can really, really, really benefit from a zone scheme. And I think we can really benefit as a team of him playing at his zone scheme, because then he can just, play his zone, watch the guy in front of him. The guy goes all great. Next guy comes in, and he can really focus on the quarterback and really snap that ball out of the air and be the playmaker that he was back in 2020. 2021, he really wasn't a playmaker because he only had his 2 interceptions in 2020. But I think now in the NFL, I think he'll be better suited for zone. Could he be best man later on? Sure.
So now you guys see why I don't challenge Chris when it comes to this knowledge stuff. But really quick, H2D, can you guys not see our screen? Because I thought we were announcing the players that were available at the time, unless I'm missing that.
I don't know. Anyways, my turn. Right, I'm on. Okay, so this actually this fell perfectly for me because look at my guy Chris Evans there. He is a ball. He's 5'11", 216.
I don't like the 5'11" max like that much.
I love Chris Evans. I think he's going to be a great player in the NFL, a great secondary piece. He's a ball. He's an absolute ball. And I think he's going to be great. I think he's the perfect complement to Miles Sanders. When I was doing my mock draft, that's going to be published soon in a couple of days, he wasn't available at this pick. If he's available at this pick, I'm picking him 10 times out of 10. Absolutely. Yeah, he's going to be a great complement to Miles Sanders. Now, the next one, I'm a little iffy on. There's no linebackers worthy of this pick. I don't even, has Patty been taken?
Is he still there?
Okay. He's been taken. Oops. Let's see where he went. Okay. Let's see. He went to the Cowboys. Oh,
really?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, so bastards.
My draft crush. One of my draft crushes is Chris Rumpf. I absolutely love Chris Rumpf. I think he has a basketball player frame. I think Ron, I did not pick 2 running backs this draft as my first running back.
No, yeah, I picked the other running back.
Bryan was the one with 2 running backs. Not me.
No. 1 running back. I picked the other running back in this dual draft. Okay.
So I really like Chris Rumpf. I think he's going to be, if he's developed the right way. I love Cornell Powell. He was kind of the forgotten guy in Clemson. I really like him too. Trey Norwood also. Malcolm Kuntz. I think he's going to be, this is rough. Draft Network says it still need a safety. Obviously, linebacker, interior defense lineman. I do love, I'm going here, Malik Herring. I really like Malik Herring. He was hurt last year. He's better suited to play end, but I think if he bulks up a little bit, he definitely has the ability to play interior. He can attack, and especially when you're playing against guys like Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox, he might be able to open up some holes for you to rush the quarterback. So I'm going Malik Herring here.
Okay, so you're going interior defensive line.
Yes.
All right, I respect it. All right, so let's get you off this screen. We are an hour 15 in. We are approaching the 7th round, and it's been a long one.
Do your next two.
All right, do my next 2? Okay, cool. So pick 234. So far, I've gone J.C. Horn, Nick Bolton, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kenneth Gainwell, Dylan Moses, Patrick Jones, Patty Fisher, Austin Watkins, DJ Daniel. And my next pick, I think I'm sticking with defense. I'm going safety. This gentleman would like to show up. There it is. One Paris Ford. Might be a little bit of a developmental safety. But I think he'll be a good addition to this team. He is physical. He is a good presence, but there's still things that he needs to be polished on, in my opinion. So I'm going with Paris Ford out of Pittsburgh. Next pick is 240, and
the final pick of the draft.
Oh damn! It's been a long draft. Should we thank the people that got us here? This is kind of like an accepting speech for an award.
No.
Okay. You just tell me to shut up at this point. I get it. I understand. You gotta sugarcoat it. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. So for the final pick of the Eagles draft, I've gone linebacker, I've gone wide receiver, I've gone running back, I've gone corner, I've gone safety, I've gone edge. I haven't gone offensive line at all. And usually towards the end, you kind of just wing these picks. So let's see. Brendan James, 6'5", 300 pounds. Good Lord. Backup multi-positional lineman, swing tackle, something that the Eagles did like with Doug Peterson. Then we have damn it, these names. Coyote Awasika?
Sure.
Buffalo. Guard. Wow, I really don't know where to go with this pick. Do you think Patty would have been available at this pick? Do you think I drafted Patty too early?
Yeah.
You think I did?
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm going to give this one to A2D because he's saying Brendan is actually a good pick. What do you think?
I'm just waiting for you to damn pick a damn
I
player.
don't like how hostile you're being today.
Jesus Christ.
The Mets are winning. I feel like you should be happy right now.
Jeez.
Oh, goodness. So I'll let A2D pick this pick. Who do you want? Okay, I could have sworn it. I don't know if he's saying Brandon Smith or he's saying Brendan. I can't see the chat because I'm looking at the different screen, so I don't know if you can see it for me.
He's Brendan via James.
Brendan James, offensive tackle, Nebraska. 6'5", 300 pounds, multi-positional lineman. So, yeah, I feel like this guy that I picked last, I'm saying that he'll be good swing tackle. So, we're going Brendan James. So, just to recap my draft, J.C. Horn, Nick Bolton, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Kenneth Gainwell, Dylan Moses, Patrick Jones, Patty Fisher, Austin Watkins, DJ Daniel, Paris Ford, Brendan James. I feel like there's too many picks for the Eagles to have. So the floor is yours, my friend.
All right. So so far, I've gone corner, tight end, edge, wide receiver, interior offensive line, offensive tackle, right, running back, interior defensive line. 7th round, developmental. I don't know how Dax has gone all the way down here, but it's Dax. Dax Milne, I think he's a really, really good pick, being Zach Wilson's really like go-to target. And BYU put up some good numbers. He's not the greatest separator, but he's a good route runner. We know Sirianni loves his routes.
Yeah.
A big time player. He can definitely has quickness to be. He could be a chain mover in the NFL. Not really a yards after catch guy. He'll move the chains, and that's what you need in the NFL. Really, just a guy that you can trust. And Tom Brady had those guys throughout his career. He had Deion Branch, he had Wes Welker, down in Tampa Bay. He had oh my God, what's his name? Scotty
Miller, is that his name?
Scotty Miller, yeah, who was I think it was the pick that the Eagles
Yes.
Yes,
You're on point. You got it.
Yeah, Scotty Miller. So he had that guy that you can trust, and I think Dax Milne can be that guy. The fact that he's available this late is kind of a steal. Your boy Austin Watkins there, but I'm not doing that.
Wait, what?
Austin
Why
Watkins
not?
done
Why would you pass on Austin Watkins?
because I did.
Not even an explanation. I see how it is.
So now you go down here. Now to answer some questions that I'm sure are gonna no linebackers. Okay, listen. Developmental. We saw.
You did no linebackers. I did an over amount of linebackers.
We saw Alex Singleton get 120 tackles in like 8 games. Like 60% of snaps in the year. He was his per game average put him at 160 or so. Obviously, that's not sustainable. But he showed that he is a ball hawk. He goes to the ball. He's see ball, get ball. TJ Edwards, I would love to see him in the middle and healthy. See him. Sean Bradley is an athletic Mike. I would like to see him develop. We don't know what we have in Davion Taylor yet. Let's see a defensive coordinator in Jonathan Gannon, who saw legit linebacker play in Indianapolis and Minnesota. See what he can get in Davion Taylor. He's a 3rd-round pick. You need to see what you got there. Jannard Avery's moving up to linebacker, which is his better position than edge. We'll see what we can get from there too. Okay. Probably missing someone. Who knows? I think
Sean, Alex, TJ,
and you got Joe Bashy, who is developmental there too. But I think you need to see what you have in that linebacker group. I think they can benefit from a really strong secondary and a really strong defensive front. And I think they will get that. And what Sean Bradley said in a few weeks ago, he said, as long as Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave are blocking in front of you, you're gonna have holes to rush in and you can make plays. So I think at linebacker, I think we can see how they're going to develop. If we're going developmental with last pick, I have to go with my boy Chris Rumph. Chris Rumph, he's 6'3", 225. So really built like a power forward, a small forward. But if you put on weight, man, he's good. He's really good. He's quick. He can bend like most edges would love to bend like. I honestly think he's going to go to the Bears because that's where his dad coaches. But he can play edge. He can play linebacker. I think that this is the pick. I think Chris Rumph is the pick.
Okay, I respect it. So we're at about almost an hour and a half. Wow! Shout out to everybody that's stuck with us that long. I mean,
my wife is gonna yell at me when I go upstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna hear the same. There's still a good amount of you guys in the chat, so we appreciate all you guys joining us. We'll definitely put up a poll on our Twitter to see who you guys feel like won this mock draft. Chris had a very good reasoning with a lot of his defensive picks. I still think he should have selected Austin Watkins, but that's neither here nor there. I may have selected one or two many linebackers. I'm not gonna lie, but I still think Patty Fisher could be an edge guy. But yeah, that was this week's version of
So quickly from the chat. Okay, those of you here before we go, who won? Who won from?
You want instant? Ooh, you want instant gratification? Brian won the draft. Shout out to Randall Peterson
and the draft, both of you. And
whoa. Guys, you guys are making me blush.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Alex, if you follow our Twitter, we always announce these things live on our Twitter. It's at Flippin Birds Pod.
I don't get it. And he drafted 3 linebackers, and that would never, ever.
Wait, agree to disagree? Are you disagreeing with me right now? Are you saying that I didn't win the draft? I need clarification.
I don't get it. I drafted
trying to make you mad.
2 cornerbacks that can contribute day one and be of the future. Josh Imatorbhebhe, who will make better, will have better production. Mark my words, better production
the Mets doing right now
than some of the first round wide receivers next year. Mark my words. You guys just don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Oh, Ron. Hey, shout out to Ron, bro.
You don't get it.
Hey, Dion said you did great too, man.
Okay, great. Thanks. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know what that means either for sure. Yeah. Listen, man, this was actually fun. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, maybe you can just.
I come up with fun ideas. Great.
It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because I didn't have no dinner either, so I'm gonna go eat.
There you go. Okay.
But as always, it's a pleasure to have you as my co-host. I may be a little tipsy right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Let's just shut up. Thank you guys for joining us on this dual draft. Tune into next week's podcast where it can actually literally be anything in the world and we won't be able to announce
And maybe Bryan would be drunk off one beer.
Listen, I'm not drunk off one beer. I'm just hungry. Leave me alone. And I have to pee now. Sorry for those listening at home. Listen, you couldn't have picked come on. You couldn't have picked a better co-host at the end of the day.
Okay. For Bryan Cameron, I'm Chris Infante, flipping the birds, go birds.
Yes, sir.